Welcome back to Nightcap Chat, the pop culture podcast, talk all things comic books, video games, movies, TV shows, and more. Today, we are talking our favorite characters to play as in multiplayer video games. I'm Blade O'Neill.
I'm Lance O'Neill.
And of course, before we dive into it, just want to thank everyone for taking the time to like, share, subscribe, and listen to Nightcap Chat. We really appreciate your support. So we got a fun little episode here. It's about multiplayer video games. So we got a little bit of nostalgia, going on here tonight. Because I don't know, I guess a lot of modern video games, it's not necessarily like a character select thing, right? I mean, I guess you have it in Overwatch, right?
There's a couple. I mean, you have Apex, Overwatch. That's probably, I guess that's kind of it as far as characters that are going to do something unique. Whereas like in Fortnite, like you'd pick a skin, but everyone does the same thing. Like there's nothing really special about picking a different character or play style or something.
And the same thing with like Among Us or Fall Guys, it's like, it's the aesthetic of the time, and with constant updates, I want to play with the egg on my head now, or whatever, or I want to be the cat.
Right.
And perhaps an oversimplification. Well, where should we start? Where should we kick this off with? Maybe Fortnite.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That's fine.
I haven't played Fortnite in at least a year. But when I was doing Fortnite, they came out with a skin, and we were going through it, and I was playing with you guys, and you guys were all like, "Oh my gosh, it's Blade!" and I looked, and people call it the John Wick skin, but I mean, there was this bearded guy with dark brown hair and a black suit, and that's kind of how I dress. So like that's, once I unlocked that, like that's what I wanted to be. Don't you want to be yourself in a video game? Like it looked like me. And I even had an undefeated season in that skin.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about that too is like they did that skin, and that was, Fortnite was popular then, but they didn't have like the pull they have now, and there is a John Wick skin now in the game. So it's like,
that's weird.
You have like the fake John Wick and the real John Wick.
We can just call it the Blade O'Neill from Nightcap Chat.
There you go.
That's what it is. Everyone start calling it that from now on. And by the way, I just want to disclaim my undefeated season. I played like once or twice, and we won both times.
Man, what is my favorite skin?
You don't have to pick one. What was your first love?
What was my first love? Man, hold on. Can I pull up Fortnite?
I guess so. You played it?
I literally have hundreds of skins.
Well, you played as that girl for a while, and then
God, which one was it though? I can't remember which one.
I have no idea. But then you also played as the cat, Black Panther, but it's a girl.
Black Panther. The I know what you're saying. Yeah. She had like little cat ears and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was her for a while. Yeah.
Did you ever play as the buff cat?
No.
Actually,
I think I played a game. You know what the problem is with the big characters? Like, so I guess Fortnite, even though there is no like, you're you play as different characters and it doesn't really matter, like the game mechanics really. Like, It's not like, this person's fast or anything. But when you play with a big character like that, like when you go to like aim to shoot, they're like in the way. Because it's a third person game, and like, because I usually play as like a smaller character, like a small, like thin female character. Yeah. So when you're playing like a huge buff, whatever, it's like, I feel like I can't see my entire screen. God bless you. I feel like I can't see like half my screen.
And I guess there's also the factor of the color of the character. Like if you have like this big yellow thing running around, that's like easy to see against, the background, strategically, that might be a factor, right?
Right. So I'm going through and I'm looking. Man, there's so many skins. So they have this one skin. It's called Fastball, and it's a chick in like a softball outfit. I was playing her for a lot when she came out, but I think the OG. I'm going through to see what seasons everyone came out. It was maybe the Rook. Came out in season 5, and she's like an agent with like, and like regular like a uniform, like like you would think a secret agent's wearing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I liked a bunch of them. Demi was cool. The fake Fable. She looks like a little Red Riding Hood. I used to play her all the time. Right now, I play as Silver Surfer sometimes, or I play as Jennifer Walters. I'll switch between the two.
Jennifer Walters specifically? It's not She-Hulk?
Yes. Well, you can always emote to turn her into She-Hulk in the game, during the game.
That's pretty funny.
But I usually keep her as just Jennifer Walters.
Huh. I can dig it.
Mostly because I forget that she can even do that.
Yeah.
Worried and sometimes, and the new Ariana Grande skin I play as sometimes. Because it's just pretty cool.
What a strange multiverse this is.
Yeah.
You have Ariana Grande fighting the Silver Surfer, and then Harley Quinn.
Oh, and I just got a new skin that I had to buy it just because I'll never use it because he's too big. But they finally put Thanos in the game. And
oh wow!
I have his skin. It's pretty cool. It's just he's obnoxiously huge. So
yeah, that is cool. Speaking of,
I have
what?
I just came up with a game.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna throw it at you, a curveball right in the beginning.
Okay.
And it's a game that I don't like. Me and you don't really play it too often, but like I know I have a character, and I'm pretty sure you have a character.
Okay.
So I'm going off of I hope that I'm right in this, and I think people appreciate it. Mortal Kombat.
Oh, wow. Okay, I have to pull up the Google here.
Okay.
Off the top.
Well, while
of my
you're pulling
head.
it up, I will say because I know who I pick every time.
Okay.
And I'm actually pretty decent. Like I actually got pretty decent with this chick.
Okay.
And it's just because I know how to like I don't know. It's just like I do the same cheap moves all the time, and that was Katana. I'd always do this like kicking thing. She always had this kicking thing. I always just kick people in the face all the time.
Yeah.
But there are a couple other people I've tried that I just wasn't feeling, and she just I don't know, something clicked when I played with her. But I thought we've played a couple of times, and that I thought you had a character.
See, like I never played too much Mortal Kombat. I played it, and I had a friend who was really into it. Back in the day, I was never that good at it.
Oh, I sucked. I always play people that also sucked.
I played as the girls. Man.
I thought you played as like Sub-Zero or something like that.
No.
No?
I think it was either... See, when you said guitar, I was like, is that who I played as? I'm trying... Wait, I had... Katana.
Yeah, Katana. Yeah, that's what I said.
So yeah, I didn't play as Katana. My friend played as Katana. I think I might have played as Natara. She has bat wings. Maybe a little bit of Melina. She has the thing over her mouth, and then she has the weird teeth.
Mm-hmm. I think the only other person in that game I played as that I enjoyed was Raiden. And I did, because I did play with him a little bit when because I had Mortal Kombat versus DC. I think I played with him a lot during that, because I'd play that once in a while.
Yeah, that was fun. Playing as Green Lantern was cool.
Yeah, and the Flash was like ridiculously OP.
Yeah. You just use Green Lantern as like his big ass ring to punch people. I barely remember who I played in Mortal Kombat as. I think that's who I played as, though. And I could just be completely wrong.
All right. Well, I feel like I kind of flopped on that one, so my bad.
The movie was okay. Don't judge me. I don't know anything about Mortal Kombat. I know I played as in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And I guess the older ones too.
Onslaught.
Could you play as Onslaught?
Yeah, couldn't you? Can someone play as Onslaught? Am I wrong? Couldn't somebody unlock it, or you can only fight him?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I don't really either. It was so long ago.
But in 3,
they're reboot. You know they're remaking that game, right? You
which one?
That? Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Didn't they already do that?
Did they?
Yes, because they did Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate.
No, but I thought they're like redoing like the same game.
Again.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, for the second time then.
Maybe I'm.
But I like Deadpool. I got to play as Deadpool. I got to play as Wolverine, X-23. Could make is it like X-Force characters at the time, which was cool. And then the original one, Marvel vs. Capcom. I mean, obviously Venom. Off the top of my head. Was Magneto in there?
The original one? I'm not sure. I know he was in 3. Honestly, I don't think I remember who I picked when I played that game. Probably Cyclops, I think.
Really?
Because I think that's when I liked Cyclops.
Oh, in the original. Gotcha.
Yeah, the original, yeah. But if I'm looking at the roster, if I was to play it now, I mean, it'd have to be Iron Man, War Machine, Thanos, probably.
Yeah. What about in Marvel? What was that? What was that X-Men arcade game that we used to play? Marvel or X-Men X Dimension.
Man,
I really liked playing as Magneto.
I didn't like playing as him.
I liked Magneto.
You know who was the worst one? I feel like we have the same answer for who the worst one is. Because you had to use them to get past defeating a certain character in the story mode, and it was so hard because you had to use him.
Forge.
Is Forge. Forge is such garbage. Oh my gosh. I feel like that game, right. And I feel like that game ruined Forge for me. I feel like I don't like Forge just because he was so bad in the video game. I have no other reason, but whenever I think of Forge, I'm like, oh, what a stupid character.
But
maybe I feel different if you.
What's even worse is it's hard to get through it, and when you finally do, you lose and get captured anyway.
Yes,
and he's just captured the rest of the game, and they took his leg off, and they're using him to build Sentinels. So it's a hard thing to get past for nothing. That's one of the least satisfying things in video games. Can't you just make the mechanic where, if you're going to lose anyway, just let me lose?
I think that would be a cool, maybe they've done it already, but it'd be a cool story mode. If you implemented a story mode of a fighting, I don't like fighting games, but if you implemented a story mode where you go through a series of fights, and if you lose, then it the story will slightly veer off in another direction, and then it just continue. You could have 100 different endings, you know what I mean? Just make it some crazy stuff, but your fights and your outcomes dictate what actually happens. That'd be pretty cool, because then you'd want to replay and go through it and be although if you're really good at fighting games, you're gonna have to throw games then. You know what I mean? Because you're oh, I'm not gonna lose,
I could be wrong, but Mortal Kombat doesn't do that.
I'm gonna be honest. I have no
idea. I have no idea either.
I've only played Mortal Kombat versus DC, and then if I played a Mortal Kombat game, I haven't played the story. I'd always play I'm gonna play with my friends. My friends want to play. I'm just gonna play 1v1. I'm not gonna go through a story. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think there might be, but I don't think it changes as much. I feel like there's a couple of endings, not 100 different.
Yeah. No,
because I feel like I would know that if that was.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay,
Oh, I never answered my question.
Oh yeah.
So my person to pick, I think it's Wolverine. Because you do the hot shot, hey, and then you just do the same thing over and over again, and it was so like OP. Like it would do a lot of damage. I think it was his Y, and you would just like stab and then backhand.
Yeah,
it was so good.
Yep, I can like picture his grunts too.
And then Cyclops' beam in that game was obnoxiously loud, piercing. It was like. Like it was like that, like it was really like.
Yeah.
Did we have to do it like that?
Wolverine was a lot of fun to play as. Just Magneto really stuck out for me.
I think the only other person that was kind of like cheap like that was if you got too close to Juggernaut and he was doing the like slam the ground thing and you were just stuck in like spinning in the air and he was just slamming you. That was annoying.
Yep, I really like. I forgot about Juggernaut till you mentioned it. Like, yeah, that's the other character I really enjoyed playing as. And I liked using his black costume skin. And he looked a little cooler.
A lot of the other characters weren't very good, though, I feel like.
Yeah. And it was also confusing because, like, there was Psylocke, and then you unlock Betsy, and that was kind of confusing.
Yeah.
Like, wait a second.
And then Mystique would throw like those little like spider things on the floor, right? Am I thinking of the right person? Was it Mystique that would do that?
I don't.
Do you know what I'm saying?
She had a gun, didn't she?
She did, yeah.
She like shot like.
Or was it Forge? Am I thinking Forge? Forge would throw the little things. But you could just like jump over him.
Because we hated playing as Forge.
Yeah, he sucked. I don't know how many times we fought this. Like we would fight the Sentinel for like hours and then would just lose constantly. And then we'd have to turn off the game and then go through the whole, beat everybody and then get up to the Sentinel again and then just lose. And when you finally did, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't turn this game off now.
Yeah. And then it gets to a point where you have to fight a Sentinel again, but it's not as bad because you're not Forge.
Yeah. Man, I remember what the continue screen looks like because of that.
I must have blocked it out of my head because I don't.
All right, what other games you got? What?
Okay, let me see here. All right, I know we didn't play it too much, but how about Left 4 Dead 2?
I'm pretty sure I was always the guy with the baseball hat. What was his name?
The guy with the Left 4 Dead 2?
Yeah.
I don't see a guy with a baseball hat.
He's wearing a hat.
Not in the picture I'm looking at. Left 4 Dead 2.
Yes. I think he's wearing a hat and you're just not realizing that he has a hat on.
Nope.
Are you sure? Zoom in.
Oh, okay, I see. I played as Coach.
Is that the guy that I'm talking about?
Nope.
Oh, no. Oh, I guess I played as Ellis all the time.
Oh, okay.
Wait, was it Ellis or was it Nick? Who's the guy that says smart ass things all the time?
I don't remember.
I don't know. It was one of them.
I was just trying to shoot zombies.
Game was kind of fun. They're coming out with a new one. You know that?
Are they?
Yeah.
Finally?
Yeah, it's not called Left 4 Dead though. It's called Back 4 Blood.
Well, that's confusing.
It's the same creators. And it's literally the same exact game. Like there's 4 characters. You're fighting waves of zombies. There's like you just have to go and do this thing, like sound the alarm and then get out and escape. There's 4 characters to pick from. I've seen gameplay a couple times. I think it might be coming out. If it's not out, it's coming out, I think, in September. I feel like that's right. I don't know. I could be wrong.
So it's a spiritual successor. Yeah.
Sure. Whatever.
Yeah,
whatever
it's saying that. Yeah. a spiritual successor game is the same team, but they don't have the rights to the IP, and they're making a new version of that game, but it's not.
But it's like the same. It's the same exact. Like,
well,
if you watch the game, like this is Left 4 Dead, but just better graphics and brand new. Like that's all it is.
Well, that happened with Banjo-Kazooie. They made a different game with a character and then another character like on its back, and I forget what it's called now. But yeah, that happens in games all the time. That's cool. I'm very excited.
And I'm pretty sure it's on like every platform except for the Switch, and it's cross-platform, I think.
Nice. Yeah, I see it comes out. Oh my gosh. Wait a second. It was set to come out last June. Is it out yet? Or did COVID delay?
June 2020? No, it got delayed.
No, June 2021.
Oh, it might be out.
So
because the beta I think might have been in June though. I don't know.
Okay, it got delayed. Now it comes out October 12th. All right. I'm excited for that.
It comes out when?
October 12th.
Oh, nice.
So very soon. A month in a couple of weeks. All righty. Learning something new here. Okay. So Left 4 Dead. How about Overwatch? I already know your answer.
Oh, yeah. What's one of the greatest tracers on the planet?
Oh, you are?
I was.
You're one trick, right?
I don't care. That one trick always beat you. So, I mean, not you, but like the world in general. So, I mean, I never got so much hate in my life playing any video game as me playing Tracer. And people would just, I would probably every 2 or 3 games, not even joking, would be some like, you're a one trick pony, you suck. And then I'm like, okay, well, I just destroyed you and we won the game. I'm sorry, you're terrible at video games. And this is what your life has turned into. But
so I consider myself a Farah main. Really like the rockets and the jetpacks. You know, I think it's because it reminds me of Agent Under Fire, James Bond, which we were talking about. Did we talk about that last episode or the episode before or whatever it was? But I'm the only one who like still plays Overwatch. So I've
on the planet or
no.
I'm just kidding.
I also really liked playing as Mei. And
you know, I'm sorry to cut you off, but in the beta, Mei was my character.
Yeah.
And when the beta came out, I love Mei. She was my favorite character by far. And then they changed a couple things and I didn't like her as much.
I like her. I still like playing with her. She's definitely one of my favorite characters in the game. I like collecting Anna's skins. She's okay to play with. Widow.
You're okay to play with until there's a Widow and you're just like, I can't.
Yeah. I've been really into playing as Moira lately. She's in a good place and, you know, like a good attack Moira, still heal, but I like she can be kind of aggressive. I also kind of like Zenyatta. Also really enjoy Mercy. Been getting into the healing and stuff. Trying to think. I've been having fun as Symmetra lately. She's not my favorite to play as, but I was trying to unlock her skin. And she can be crazy if you play her right. And as far as tanks go, really like Roadhog and Zarya. But Farah's my character.
I probably only play, well, I mean, I've played as a bunch of people, but I enjoyed probably Mei the second most, and Farah's probably third. I think if it comes to like played time, strangely enough, oh my gosh, is it Orisa? Is that the name? Yeah. The robot? Mm-hmm. The robot with the... yeah.
I like Orisa.
Played with her a lot. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize it. Like, it was just... I think when I was looking at the gameplay, I was like, how did I have that much time? But I think it was like a meta when she came out. I think she was OP, so I played with her a lot.
Yeah.
That's probably all it was. But she's fine. It's not nothing crazy.
And of course,
Widow. Widow. I love playing as Widow. If I'm in a sniping mood, forget it. There's like nothing more satisfying than spawn killing people
with Junkrat. Junkrat's fun.
Not a fan. But
and Tor, if you're feeling lazy, like I just want to put my turret in there and we're gonna win. I'll sit there and just hammer it. So if people start shooting at it,
in the beginning of the game, it was ridiculous. When the game first came out, oh my gosh! When there was no such thing as picking, you can only pick one of each character. You run into 6 Torbs, and you might as well just leave the game.
Yeah.
It was literally impossible to win.
That's not fair.
You would just be 6 turrets and Torbs shooting at you. You're just like, okay, game's over.
You know, I've been trying to platinum Overwatch, and I'm really close. You know, like the last few things are difficult. But I remember when I got to Widow, I was like, man, I'm gonna spend forever on this trophy, and you have to grapple, and while you're in air, you have to snipe and get a kill. I got it like on my 2nd or 3rd try, and I freaked out. I think I scared my dogs. I got it so quickly, like I couldn't believe it. I thought it was gonna be like a months long, you know, escapade, but I felt like I was in Overwatch League, like I just did it. Don't ask me to do it again, though.
That's awesome.
I know it was a fluke. Let's see here. Okay. So now let's go down the good old path of Nintendo games. So Mario Party, there's like 10 of them, or 11, or 12, or something.
I mean, I'm pretty sure my answer is the same for every Mario game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yoshi. Because who's better than Yoshi? I mean, come on.
As I allowed you to have Yoshi after I gave him up for
Waluigi?
Yeah, Waluigi. But also getting Bowser in the mix, especially in like the N64 Mario Kart. Like, oh yeah, I can be Bowser. That's where it's at. It's hard to go wrong with Yoshi though. But ever since Waluigi became a thing in Mario Party, I mean, Waluigi's my go-to. Mario Party, now in Mario Kart as well.
Mario Kart's still Yoshi.
But he's not in Smash.
No. I mean, when I was little, I tried to, but just never really got his game mechanics down.
Who?
My go-to in Smash is Yoshi.
Oh, I liked playing as Yoshi in Smash, but in the first one, the N64 one, I liked playing as Jigglypuff and Kirby, because I really liked to be able to like come back, the little floating like they both had that mechanic, which I really liked.
So annoying.
Also liked playing as Pikachu, but Kirby and Jigglypuff were my favorites.
Mine was Link, because I'd like his spinning sword tornado thing. I would just spam that.
Yeah.
And obviously, I know you know the other one, Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon.
I was just Falcon Punch all day.
Yeah. Well, for modern Smash, and I don't even really play Kirby games, so it's kind of weird. But as far as like the game mechanics go, I really clicked with King Dedede. So like that's my main character, and I recently got Smash for the Switch, and I was really disappointed that like I have to unlock everything, because it's the same thing as the Wii U version, and like I had all these characters unlocked, and I want to say like you started with more characters on the Wii U version, but I could be wrong. Like you really start with nothing on the Switch version.
Well, they really make you want to grind it, you know?
No, because I played this game already. I'm like disappointed.
Well, it doesn't help that you have to actually beat them. It's not like you just unlock them. You just have to. You have to unlock and then beat them. So.
And that makes it worse, because I'm rusty, and I was playing by myself to unlock it so I can play with everybody, and I lost like half of my battles for the characters I tried to unlock. So like, I had a good night like going through unlocking characters, and like I only got like 2 or 3 when I could have gotten like 6. I kept losing. My fault, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's another game that like we're not that great at. We're just not a fan of fighting games. You know what it is? I just refuse to put in like time to get good at something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like just learning like buttons and combos and stuff. Like I'm not going to sit there and do that. It's just not my idea of a fun time.
Yeah, that's fair. So the original multiplayer game. Yeah, maybe that's not a good way of putting it. The original multiplayer first-person shooter experience, the definitive character selection, as far as, first-person shooter multiplayer games go, GoldenEye.
Yes.
Everyone had a character in GoldenEye.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And I feel like my character's probably the same in all the other James Bond games, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like... Am I wrong? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like in Nightfire and in...
No, I think you're right. I think
Agent
right.
Under Fire, I always pick the same
Now
ones,
that I'm thinking about it.
Right? Because I would always either pick a Siberian guard, like a guard that was in like snow, or I pick Xena on a top, right?
Oh, I thought you picked Jaws.
No, if I picked Jaws, it was like to troll.
Okay.
Because he was obnoxiously huge, like it was so stupid.
Yeah, he was really.
Or you pick Odd Job and you do the opposite, and it was like it was literally like playing as Odd Job's like cheating.
It was cheating
because it's the one time you'd have to look down to shoot at anybody, and it was like you'd get shot and be like, I didn't even know you were there.
Yeah.
Because the POVs weren't the greatest in that game, like your how much of the screen you could see, especially because you were playing, we're playing on probably split screen of 4, so there's probably even less field of vision, right?
On a little
FOV.
Standard definition television.
Yeah, on probably a 30-inch TV. Yeah.
Not even.
So, yeah, probably maybe not even. And it would be impossible to see him. Like, you turn a corner and just be like, you died. You didn't even know you were there.
Well, like, you would even have to go out of your way to be like, okay, nobody can pick Odd Job.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this.
But you could pick Jaws. But couldn't he do something, like, physically that other people couldn't? Am I wrong? Couldn't he, like, hit you or something?
You can. There was always just hands.
But didn't he do more damage or something stupid?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't think so.
I thought he could, like, one-shot you or something if he punched you. I might be remembering that wrong, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You just felt like you would
Maybe. I don't know.
Because you were Jaws. I probably had the stupidest choice, but it worked out for me because, like, I was just a huge James Bond fan. I was just glad to be able to be James Bond, and nobody else wanted to be James Bond, so I was like, great, I can just be James Bond. I was satisfied with that until I realized you unlock Scaramanga, and that's Christopher Lee. So I could run around as Christopher Lee. That's perfect. Especially, I believe you can unlock him in Nightfire too.
An Agent Under Fire? Could you do him or no?
I don't remember him in Agent Under Fire, but I could be wrong.
Oh, sometimes I'd pick Sean Bean in Agent Under Fire.
006.
006, yeah.
Alec Trevelyan.
Yeah, that was a fun game. But I always had a thing for the Siberian guards. I don't know why. There's something about like snow camo or whatever. I always, even in even in like Call of Duty, if I was picking like camos for my guns or camos for like my characters, it was always like some type of snow-esque camo kind of thing.
Interesting.
I don't know why.
Because you liked Hoth.
I always just thought it was cool.
So you thought you were on Hoth, so like you had that kind of snow planet association.
Probably. And then it's also like I would sometimes although the snow guards in Star Wars, those guys were the ones with like the lampshades for helmets, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't like those guys. I hate those.
Really?
Those are the worst. I mean, if I'm ranking Star Wars troopers, they gotta be bottom tier.
Oh,
those are probably the D tier troopers.
I like them. I like all the troopers.
Oh, that's a great list. We need to do a list.
The troopers?
The S through D or S through F tier list for Star Wars troopers.
Okay. I like them all, so it's gonna be my list is gonna be very anticlimactic.
I don't know. There's some that are like, really? There's some that are like, eh, and then there's some that are like, wow.
Those ones that I'm gonna mark as like are gonna be like a lot of like the newer ones, like the Mountain Trooper and the whatever new made up ones. Because
I mean, they're all made up, Blade. None of them are real.
They're new and made up. All right, back to my notes here. I think that covers our list, unless there's anything else you can think of.
Really? I feel like there was another game.
I mean, there was Lord of the Rings, but like you said, I mean, like, you know, it's Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli.
I mean, it's almost like picking between the three of them is almost like picking the starters in Pokemon. It's like there's two choices, and then there's the Bulbasaur. You know what I mean? Am I wrong? Right? You're either picking Aragorn or Legolas, and then there's Bulbasaur and Gimli, right?
Gimli. But see, like I was cool with just being Legolas, you know. So I can it's because I like the elves. But then you unlock Gandalf. I'm like, oh well, now I'm just gonna be the wizard because I like wizards, you know. Like that's all I wanted to be. But yeah, I think that about covers what we were going to cover today. Maybe we'll do a follow-up episode on we'll cover some more multiplayer games and have Ken and maybe Steve involved on those. Of those games we covered between Smash and Mario Kart, Fortnite, Overwatch, Mortal Kombat, what are the characters you like to play as? You know, let us know on Facebook or at Nightcap Chat and Nightcap Chat on Twitter and Nightcap_chat on Instagram. Let us know your favorite characters and let us know what other multiplayer games that we missed that we can discuss in the future. Nice.
And you can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at Tales of Lance. Been playing various games. Opened up some Pokemon cards recently on Nightcap Chat's Twitch, and that was fun. Me and Blade actually, I'm going to just say something real quick. Me and Blade actually opened up Pokemon cards the other day, and I ended up pulling the new Secret Rare Umbreon. It's a $300 card. It was like, oh my gosh. I only bought like 5 packs too, and it was just, I picked the right ones, I guess.
Yeah, and I bought a booster box and the pre-release box and a blister pack box, and Lance got the two of the cards I really wanted. The Noivern full art card and the alternate art Umbreon.
And that Umbreon is in a package right now on its way to its new owner.
Yeah, he sold it on eBay on me. I don't blame you though.
Yeah, I know.
And of course, don't forget to follow Drona Comics. Drona Comics is all one word on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can find Drona Comics on the corner of 50th Avenue and Glendale Avenue in downtown Glendale, Arizona. New books are coming. I just talked with Ken right before recording the episode. He thinks all the books are on time. The DC books are out on the shelf, ready to go. And the Marvel books should be stocked, ready to go on Wednesday. So far, don't quote me on that, but look at Drona Comics social media for those updates. We appreciate you all taking the time to listen. We love you. Be safe, and we will catch you all next week.
Have a good week. Love you.